Raising kids takes constant adjustments. Every day and week and month, kids are changing rapidly and it can feel impossible to keep up, much less actually get ahead of the changes. We think like it's just a phase, right? It'll get easier, right? But what if we stopped thinking that those phases should be wished away or hurried through? What if each phase in a kid's life was a unique, like once in their lifetime, opportunity for us to influence their future? Whining toddler, dramatic 5th grader, stressed out 10th grader, no matter what it is, it's challenging to keep adjusting to the phases that our kids go through. But when we go through them, when we grow with them, we get to help them believe and imagine and care for others and relate well and trust and reason and improve and lead, make a difference, and most importantly, actually grow into an adult that knows and loves the God that made them in His image and become the type of person that He created them to be. Well, for this phase, we'll hear from Daly Hunt, who leads the 1st through 5th grade environments at Mission Kids, and where kids get to start forming incredible friendships with adult leaders and also see how fun church can actually be. Here we go.
1st through 3rd grade, this is the phase where fairness matters most, differences are noticed, and your enthusiastic kid thinks anything. Brain research suggests that during the elementary years, kids learn info quickly and easily. They pick things up fast, and they can remember and repeat what they hear. But just because kids in this phase are eager thinkers does not mean that they learn the way adults do. They're still mostly concrete thinkers, aka no abstract ideas, no sarcasm, and no ambiguity. They need repetition and clear application. Like a scientist, they learn best when they observe something in their present environment. The more frequently a new concept can be connected to everyday experience, the better. Kids in this phase are a beautiful blend of capable and dependent. It's the golden age of childhood. Kids aren't especially needy. They're growing in trustworthy independence, but they are still kids, impressionable, enthusiastic, eager, and excited about what you're excited about. They're motivated by fun. Kids want to laugh and play and learn and connect. That's why you have to engage their interests. If you try to motivate kids with too many restrictive rules, it may work against their primary motive and drive them to find enjoyment elsewhere. But when you guide them with love, you introduce transferable principles that will help them win in life and in friendship. Then you influence them to make wiser choices and treat others with kindness. In this phase, kids are asking, do I have your attention and do I have what it takes? When adults demonstrate interest in a kid's progress and praise persistence and efforts, it means something big to them. They can name all the emotions, but they have a hard time regulating them, especially fear. They often confuse what they feel with I am. As their parent, your kids need your attention. They need you to be involved in the things in their lives. They need you to show up mentally and emotionally for them. They need you to engage them. If they push you away or yell a mean thing or otherwise seem like they don't want you to move in anyways. They need to know that they have your attention. These kids are scientists, and scientists understand the world through concrete evidence that they can test repeatedly. Elementary age kids discover how things work through repetition and clear application. These concrete thinkers are prime for enforcing the law. Rules are rules, gifts should be distributed equal, and consequences should be consistent. Even though life should be fair, it's okay that people are different. Before this age, everyone was on equal footing. Seriously, what kindergartner isn't the best at everything? But by 1st through 3rd grade, kids start to take notice of qualities that make one kid athletic and another one artistic. Expect a world of adjectives in this phase as kids begin to tell you more about their growing social world. Okay, now we want to talk about how you can help your kids experience God in this phase. When you see God's image in kids, it increases the potential for kids to see God. When kids grow up believing they are made by God, they will grow up wanting to know the God who made them. For kids, they're thinking that God's story inspires my story. They relate to a God who heals the sick, conquers evil, explains mysteries, performs miracles, overcomes death, and teaches them how to live life. So tell one story. This is the age for story. They know history versus fiction, and they obsess about what is true. But they still have enough wonder to get carried away with the plot. But they're ready to discover what the story means, practically and personally. Use real-world illustrations, concrete evidence, what they can observe, what's familiar to their world. Avoid abstract metaphors and use visual illustrations instead to help kids relate to God. And make it fun. All right, now let's talk about ways that you can help your kid thrive in this phase. They're at school now, which is a distinct cultural shift. It's less time for play, more early morning alarms, and a much higher demand for focused attention on stuff that they did not get to choose. Kids thrive on routine and predictability, but they also crave opportunities for unstructured play. So invite them into that. Have an impromptu game night when things might feel a little tense, or just take a little bit of time to play. School means that there is an in crowd and an out crowd, but they don't understand it all yet. So ask lots of questions about their social world to help them navigate it and figure it out. And the moment you show up, they want your undivided attention, your focus, your approval, so give it as freely and often as you can. Engage their interests to resolve a kid's relational questions. You're building into personal ability, comparative value, and resilience. That looks like genuinely asking to hear about the YouTube video that they think is hilarious, or the game that everyone is playing at recess this month, or picking up the game controller and playing with your kid. Even if you don't actually deeply care about those things too, engaging your kiddo in those things communicates that you care. In this phase, they're asking the questions, do I have your attention, and do I have what it takes? So your role is to engage their interests and show up to help them answer those questions. Don't miss it.